Alright y'all, so we've covered how to effectively scale our Facebook ads both vertically and horizontally. But what good is scaling advice if we don't even know how to get the ad in front of the right customer? Today, I'm going to show you the best interest targeting strategies for your Facebook ads. Alright y'all, what's going on? I'm Braden Wuerch. If this is your first time to my channel, make sure to hit subscribe. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. Alright guys, so today we're continuing our Facebook Ads Mastery series. So if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, covering how to properly vertically and horizontally scale your Facebook ads, definitely watch those after this video. You don't need to watch them in any particular order, just as long as you know the strategy before really diving in and spending a lot of money on Facebook ads. You want to have a good understanding of even long-term scaling, so that way you can plan on it from the very beginning. So today we're going to cover how to appropriately get our ad in front of the right customers. If we can't even get the ad in front of the right people, especially with cold traffic on Facebook, we're not going to make sales. So today we're going to cover my favorite interest targeting strategy. But before we get into it, I want to go ahead and tell you that there are several great Facebook ad strategies out there, and there's several great interest targeting strategies out there. I've taken many Facebook ads courses over a year ago, and then even during the last year, and a lot of them have some of the same advice in there. And some of the same advice is what my mentors taught me and what I'm going to show you guys today. The reason you see so many different strategies out there, flex targeting, specific targeting, broad targeting, is because, you know, there's a lot of things that do work. If you have a winning product, interest targeting, yes, it matters to an extent, but you don't need it spot on for it to work. If you have a decent product, then it becomes more of a necessity, and if you just have an okay product, then you definitely need to have good interest targeting. So the reason you see all these people preaching different Facebook ad strategies is because different things work, but I'm going to tell you somewhat of the industry standard and what is taught big time in many Facebook ads courses, and then what has worked for me over the last year. And it's literally produced me over hundreds of thousands of dollars, close to 7 figures now, this one thing I'm about to show you. So let's go ahead and dive in, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do in the Ads Manager. Alright y'all, I'm here in my Ads Manager. I've gone ahead and set up the campaign for a new ad. What we'd want to do is choose the appropriate country, and this has to go into what we talked about with the horizontal scaling ad video from the other day. Obviously, we want to choose our purchase event, or, you know, if you want to use add to cart, anything else. I typically prefer purchase because that's our end goal, but today we're talking about detailed targeting. So if you don't know how to get your ad in front of the right customer, then it's not going to matter. You're just going to be spending money. So obviously, you know, I'm sure you've already heard, if you've watched a lot of Facebook ad videos, to go ahead and uncheck this box. You always want to uncheck this box. If you don't, Facebook is going to add their own targeting that they think is appropriate, and you'll just go ahead and waste your budget. You never want to leave this checked. So what we're going to talk about today, and the interest targeting strategy that I want you guys to go ahead and try, is competitor targeting. So I know you guys, if you've watched other, you know, Shopify Dropshipping Facebook ad videos, a lot of people will go ahead and preach, you know, just using one term. They'll teach flex targeting, they'll choose super specific or broad targeting. There's so many different things out there, but the one thing that is going to put it right in front of the right people, and you don't really need to guess on it, you can go ahead and actually know who to deliver it to, is competitor targeting. By choosing competitor pages in stores that sell your product or similar products, you're putting it in front of people that have already expressed to Facebook that they like that store, that product, that competitor. So it should be someone interested in the type of product that you're selling. This has worked so amazingly well for so many people. Hundreds, if not thousands of people do competitor targeting successfully. Big companies do competitor targeting. So I'll give you an example. So for sunglasses, what we could do is we'd want to go ahead and type in things like Ray-Ban. We'd want to go ahead and do Oakley. We'd want to go ahead and do Costas. And then not just competitors, you want to do stores that also sell those type of products. So we could see if something like Sunglass Hut would come up. Yep. So what you're doing is you're choosing pages and interests of actual competitors, actual stores, retail stores that sell your type of product. And so you're going to be able to go ahead and take the guesswork out of, what targeting to use. I see all these people preaching using one broad term. Yes, you're going to grab some people, but if you use the competitor targeting, one, you're able to go ahead and load this up full of competitors. So you don't need to be restricted to one keyword and hope that works out. But two, you're actually putting it in front of people that have liked your competitors. So theoretically, and what typically happens is they like the type of product that you're selling. Competitor targeting is preached in many great Facebook ads courses. It's taught by many high-level businesses, not just Shopify Dropshipping, way higher level businesses in Shopify Dropshipping, because it works. So what we want to do, I get asked all the time about the audience size. So with audience size, I like to keep it pretty broad. The reason being, if you have it really small, like let's say that your targeting only comes out to be like 200,000 people. Well, what's going to happen is if you find out that targeting works, you're going to have problems scaling vertically, because now you only have 200,000 people that ad can really effectively reach. Now, there's other strategies like cleared out no targeting and other strategies you can get into if you do run into that problem. But for the most part, if you have a really small audience that you can go ahead and push it out to, you're going to have trouble with scaling. So that's why I like to go ahead and find interest targeting that works for a broad audience. That way for scaling, I have a lot of opportunity to scale through the roof, and I'm going to have an audience that I can sell to for a long time, and many people I can sell to. I've never understood why people preach the really small specific targeting. I've tried it. It doesn't work as well, and it especially doesn't work well for scaling. So this is just my favorite strategy, the competitor strategy. And like I said, it's not just direct competitors, it's stores that sell your type of product or similar product. Things like sunglasses, apparel, shoes, any apparel type accessory. It's really easy to find interest targeting with competitors. Same thing with toys. You've got Toys R Us, a lot of different toy stores. You're going to run into a few products that are very niche products that you might actually have trouble finding a competitor for that product. What you do in that case is you find a store that would sell it. So, if you have trouble finding a brand of drones, find a store that sells. If Best Buy sells drones, you want to put in Best Buy. And there's a few other ways that we can go into this. This goes a lot more in detail. And like I said, after we master this, then we do different techniques like cleared out no targeting, which is how you can really scale through the roof. But this is by far my favorite strategy to start and to test products. Definitely give it a test if you haven't tested it already. If you already have a Facebook ad strategy for interest targeting that works for you, definitely stick with what works for you. I don't want to go ahead and throw you all off your game, but this is what works for me and many other people. Interest targeting with competitors is very powerful. Alright guys, I hope you found insane value in this video. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. If you found any value in this, please leave me a like and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Leave down in the comments, if you do competitor targeting or if you have another interest targeting that you like. Leave that down in the comments. I'd love to go and chat with you about that. But keep grinding, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.